and heaven later won't even make a difference. It's heaven now that makes a difference. So, the whole movement trying to be like God, you created in His image and His likeness. Now you can, if you got the idea that you separate from God, we can come up with all kind of ways to act and be. We don't feel like we got nobody to answer to. We ain't got no responsibility. That big word right there, responsibility. I just act a fool and do whatever I want to do. And man, in his attempt to get us to act right, started off with Moses. Moses came saying, God said, don't do this. He wants you to act like this. Don't do that. He wants you to act like this. Don't do that. Don't do this. Don't do that. Because he was trying to get man to get within some bounds so that he could get his image back of God, because they had gone out. Those folk that Moses was dealing with had been in the Egyptian society, and you know they made gods out of everything. They had golden calves and all this kind of stuff. And they had started worshiping trees, and you name it, they had it going on. And so Moses was saying, look, if we're going to get back to where the image of God that He created us in, because right now we have warped what God has created, so we need to change our behavior. So he was trying to get them to modify or to change the way they were acting. Then after Moses went off the scene, then the prophets came by to say, okay, the children of Israel have been dealing with men that God chose, but that wasn't good enough for them. They wanted to be more like the world, so they said, we want to elect a leader. So God let them elect a leader. But then He had a prophet to come and deal with that man, so that God could still be in a position to effect change in the lives of the people. Some of the kings listened, some didn't. So they had, sometimes they went through stuff, and then God brought them out. They go through something, God bring them out. So He dealt with them through the prophets. Then, as the old traditional teaching says, in the fullness of time, man was ready to go to God for himself. Not through the government, and not through the prophet, and not through somebody that God sent, but he was to go to God Himself. So then Jesus came. The beginning of Jesus' testimony, the words about Him, says, shall call His name Emmanuel, meaning God with us. And why am I taking this time out to do this? Because some of our ideas are so counterproductive that we make it a struggle to come here. It's a struggle for us to get here. We can go to this restaurant, mall, football game, basketball game, shopping, over somebody's house to eat. We can get there happy, on time. Pop, pop, pop. But when it comes to this, it's a task and it's a job to get here. Because that idea of separation is so heavy on us. It's heavy. And it makes us feel separated from God, and it makes us feel separated from each other. And the love that we're supposed to have that's abounding, we should have excitement about coming together. We should be popping. On Saturday night, we ought not be able to sleep hard, just walking the floor. Because tomorrow, I'm going to be with people that think like I think and believe like I believe. But we don't even push that idea anymore. Just come, be here, whoever you are. I know you don't like so-and-so. Just come to the church. Just come be here for a little while. And go home not liking people and all that old kind of foolishness. I'm sorry God took me through a transformation this week. I just got to get it out. The old me last week, gone. Gone. I'm be up in your face, look, this is what we need to do. I'm sorry. Because we got to effect change in our lives and in this earth realm. Because this system is crumbling. The financial system is crumbling. But don't you be worried, because God got a provision for you. And it's way greater than what you will ever get out of this financial system. Your health, when we take control of our health, stop eating any and everything. I don't care if your grandma did make it when she was living. Stop eating it. Eat the right stuff. Season it with smoked turkey. You ain't got to put a ham hock in everything. We don't need that grease. Get our heart rate. We need to get up and walk in the morning. Quit being lazy. Get up. I told my choir